Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the elect of the nation of Israel. This is your brother Ayash Kabar from the GMS Virginia camp, coming at you with another short lesson that I pray that you find edifying. And I'm going to entitle this lesson, Woe unto the Bloody City. It is full of lies. And over the past week, the propaganda machine has been at work on a level, on a great level, to lull you people back to sleep, because we're in that time of another winter, and it could possibly be that dark winter that they've been talking about for a few seasons now. So you have to mentally prepare yourself for what's coming. You have to be able to discern the news, the information that's given to you, that you hear. You have to be able to spit out the bones and chew the meat of the information that's given to you, because here it is, you got Kanye West in the news, and you got, Gog, getting upset with Babylon the Great, and you got North Korea doing these things against Japan, and all this information is going around. Major talks about an economical collapse, which will happen. Job shortages, food shortages, water shortages, people shortages. It's just a lot of information being given unto the masses at one time. To the point where if you're just one person trying to absorb all this information is virtually impossible. Which is why it's important that your prophets, or the prophets of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, are out there on the highways and byways gathering this information and listening and reading and absorbing this information and converting this information over into the people, filtering it through the scriptures. And a lot of you may wonder, who are the men of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai? And those are your prophets of the men of GMS, and those men who teach the like doctrine. There's no other camps that's out there that's giving you prophetic information the way we are here at GMS, starting with Elder Apostle on down, Elder Apostle Tahar on down. There's no other group or camp out there that's giving you the information that you need in these times, to understand what time that you're in, because the apostles of Great Millstone are, and the men on down are filtering the time, thus giving you the time, the true time of the Lord, the best way that we could possibly give it to you. And that's through the prophecies, that's through, the scriptures. The book of Nahum, chapter 3 and verse 1. Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. And that's what it is. And a lot of people, or some people, are starting to wake up to this fact that, this place isn't good for you. There's nothing about this place that benefits the people. It only benefits the rich. This place just treats people like shit. And it's all lies, that's given to lull you back to sleep. So here it is, you're back in that season of the folly days where, Halloween is right around the corner, and Thanksgiving, and, Isthmus and all this other bullshit are once again upon us. And what are the people doing? They know damn well they don't have enough money, to buy food on a day-to-day basis or even on a weekly basis. But these Jakes, these 2/3 will actually save up enough money to buy Nana, a Christmas card or, like a birthday present or even go to a Halloween party. These idiots actually have enough money to go out and buy Halloween costumes and not have enough money to actually go out and buy something to eat. That's just the mindset of a lot of you Jakes. And if you don't come out of that, you're gonna be destroyed because this is all bullshit. It's all folly and bullshit. They'll lull you back to sleep. But then again, if you were never awake, you can't be lulled back to sleep. You're just dead, spiritually dead. So this information or this lesson isn't given unto the dead of the nation of Israel. It is given to the living. Maintain what you have, because we're entering into a time where the propaganda machine is hard at work. To keep you in a docile state. You can't fall for that. You have to constantly endure until the end. You're gonna have to discern the information as given, because we all know that this devil is wiser than Daniel. It is full of lies and robbery, and that's all this place is. They sit back and rob you of everything that you've ever worked for and everything that you've ever owned, and then got the audacity to throw you in jail for doing what they do. That is hypocritical unto the umpteenth power. That's how you know that you're not dealing with a righteous man. That's how you know that you're dealing with the devil, because these people, these elite bakers and these elite men would don't want you to know the game that they're playing. That's why they hide like behind the curtains, like the Wizard of Oz. They want to keep you dumbed down. And trust me, they're hard at work, to keep you people dumbed down, because knowledge and wisdom is increasing in this world. Or should I say, information is increasing to the point where a lot of people are starting to question what's going on, especially E. E is starting to wake up to what his own people are doing to him. But you Jakes, man, are just dead, sleep, not paying attention to the sign of the times. The book of Luke, chapter 21 and verse 34. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting. Always, constantly pay attention to what spirit you're in, because it's very easy to fall victim to what's going on in this world. It's very easy to do, especially if you're not grounded in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So that's why it's important that you should be listening to the prophets, listening to the lessons, gathering as much information as you could possibly gather, because contrary to what a lot of people may believe, they're about to shut this shit down. They're about to hit that reset and shut it all down. Here it is, this devil is talking about December 13th. And a lot of you Jakes don't even know that that's going to happen. But here it is, this devil was talking about December 13th. There's no telling what's going to happen tomorrow based on what they got planned for December 13th. Here it is, I just woke up, like not too long ago, and they're already talking about another, a thing out there. They're talking about another V out there. that has an 80% higher kill rate than the last V. I'm talking about the germ. So a lot of you jakes don't even pay attention to that, you know, and that was a major thing in a lot of people's lives that caused a lot of people's lives, to be destroyed. Wake up, Jake, and don't go to sleep. You Israelites who know that you're Israel, don't fall for this devil's mischief. You know, constantly endure, constantly examine yourself on if you be in the spirit. You got to constantly do these things. The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before. How did the Lord tell you about the signs that were happening before? Through the scriptures. He has spoken by the mouth of his holy prophets. The prophets are out there in the highways and byways to teach you of the word of the Lord, to warn you of what the Lord is telling you is about to come to pass, to warn you. Don't fall back, to sleep on this bullshit, because we're here, we're at the door. Imminent isn't a buzzword no more. We're in it. We're at the beginning of sorrows, the beginnings of great death. We're here. There's no question. This devil done added coal to his fire. And that engine is running full bore. This devil has no plans of slowing down nor stopping. So that's why you have to constantly examine ourselves, examine the time that you're in, measure the time that you're in based on the scriptures. And how are you going to do that? Through the mouths of the prophets who are out there on the highways and byways warning you people, and particularly the men of GMS, starting with Elder Apostle Tahar on down. I can't tell you how many people I've tried to warn that just didn't listen. What the scriptures say, after 2 or 3 admonishes, that's it. I'm at that point. If you don't get it, I'm moving on. And if you don't want it, I'm moving on. I've warned you. I've told you. We've warned you. We've told you. Now, how about Shemi Awashai is about to shut the door on all this shit? And a lot of you, 2/3, about to get caught out there. And if you do get caught out there, that's your lot. That's your lot. Unless Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua finds mercy upon you to open up your eyes before you get slaughtered. But for the most part, that number has to be fulfilled. Why? Because he has spoken. 2 parts shall be cut off and die. 2/3 shall be cut off and die. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, and what are a few of those signs? Earthquakes, tempests, economical collapse, wars, rumors of wars, disturbances of the people, famine, signs in the stars and in the heavens. These are some of the signs that Yahweh Shem Yahushua has told us about, which would bring in the beginning of sorrows, which would bring in Jacob's trouble. He don't care about the other nations, the other nations are nothing. It's all about Israel. That's why it's called Jacob's trouble. You Israelites. Verse 2. The book of 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 2. Then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time. What time? The time of the prophecies. That's why it's important to stay in touch with what information the prophets are giving you. Because the information that the prophets are giving you is based off of a prophetic clock, the Lord's time. And it's very minuscule understanding that we have. The Lord has given us a glimpse of the timeline that He set for us to have. And that's a beautiful thing. And only a small remnant will understand this information, acknowledge this information, strive to get more of this information, and seek the Lord based on this information. Knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times. When you don't understand that this is all of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, you're going to lose your mind. If you don't have faith and understanding that the Lord said, if you seek Him before the evil days come nigh or draw nigh, you can be saved. If you don't understand that and these evil days come and you don't seek the Lord before then, you're going to lose your mind. There is no way you're going to be able to make it through the times that are coming unless you prepare now to seek the Lord. Because if you ain't got that hedge, you're through. Period, point blank. Period, point blank. And all you're going to do is see blood. Blood is just going to be running through the streets. You're going to see blood everywhere. You're going to see death, great death. You're going to see kids dead, women dead, men dead, kids crying, women crying, men crying. A lot of people don't understand how upset Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is. He's pissed. He's pissed. And knowing that He's pissed, we persuade men based on how we understand how pissed the Lord is. I could tell a Jake, yo, the Lord is pissed. And while I'm telling the Jake that the Lord is pissed, he pulling out a pack of Newports and smoking a cigarette in my face while I'm trying to warn him. Two-thirds just don't understand the relevance of what's going on, nor do they appreciate it. They ain't doing that to me. They're not disrespecting me. They're disrespecting Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. So in that day, hey, 2 tears in the bucket. Fuck it. Step to the stage. It's my cry. They're done. Reading 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 2 again. Then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which He made. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is visiting the world which He made. And you people don't even get it. Nor do you want to get it. Verse 3. Therefore, there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. And you saw this happening 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. And it's still happening today. Because a lot of people are starting to realize that they've been duped. A lot of these nations are starting to realize that Babylon the Great has been telling lies to them. Here it is, over in Europe, they're talking about these people are going to have a darker winter with no power, no energy, no gas, no heat, no fuel. These people are being told this. And then to top it off, it's against the law to go out and get wood. How wicked is that? Where this devil has actually made laws to prevent you from taking care of yourself. Prevent you from growing your own food, collecting rainwater. which which fall upon your head freely through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Where this devil has actually turned around and said, you can't even collect the rainwater that falls on your head. It's a crime. How wicked is that? These people are about to lose it. And if you don't understand what is going on, you're just gonna be lost in the sauce. You're just gonna be lost in the sauce. Verse 4. Then shalt thou understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. The prophets, even during the days of Adam, were prophesying. Even the prophets during the days of Noah, or after the days of Noah, after the flood, prophesied of these things. And even today, the prophets that Yahweh Shem Yahushua has set before you are prophesying of these things. Because that which is then, which is now, and that which has, and then that which has been, it shall be. And there is no new thing under the sun. And you can find that in the book of Ecclesiastes. There's nothing new under the sun. And Salah, I just paraphrased that, but there's no new thing under the sun. But, you people just don't get it. Jumping down to verse 5. For like all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. The end of this era is happening right before your eyes. It's being manifest daily. The prophets are warning you daily. Not some of them, not one of them, not a few of them, all of them. Yahweh Shem Yahushua has sent forth all his prophets, rising up early to warn you people of what you are about to run into. It's about to get ugly. It's about to get ugly. And it's not going to be pretty. It's about to get really ugly. You're about to see a lot of death, great death. And Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not a respecter of persons. He don't care if you're a child. As a matter of fact, he could have brought you back so that you could be born as a child to put you to death horribly. These people don't understand the judgments of the Lord. The wicked does not understand judgment. A lot of people about to flip their wigs just because they see a child die. A lot of people are about to get angry because Leroy, who they thought was a good man, died. Oh, he was a good man. No, the fuck he wasn't. Leroy was fucked up. Leroy rebuked the Lord, committed adultery, ate abominable foods. Leroy was wicked. Leroy got judged. And people don't understand that. You talk about the law is done away with. Leroy got judged based off of the law. Because Leroy didn't repent in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. So with that, I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who grew well. Peace and salutations unto the elect of the nation of Israel. This is your brother Ayash Kabar from the GMS Virginia camp signing out. And until the next lesson, Yahweh Shem Yahushua Haratazah Wa Shalom.